Alright, I've just hit the, I just decided to reset it, and hopefully the stream will be up and working. This is a backyard brawl match, just in case you're on YouTube and I don't splice everything together, which I probably won't. This is round 2 of Backyard Brawl. It is a match between Chykka, blue, top half of the screen, who has picked Happy Chaos, Soul Bad Guy, and Gold Lewis. And for PolterGhost, bottom half of your screen, he has picked New 13 from Blaze Blue, Chipp, and who was the third character? I can't remember. Anyway, looks like the stream is working. I just had to like restart it and like kind of bonk it and see what's going on. So it looks like we're gonna lead Gold Lewis, Happy Chaos, and Soul. And for Polter, it's going to be Leo, then New 13, and then rounding it off with Chipp. So Chykka, we've casted lots of times before. Like, just really lots of times before. Polter, we've only casted a couple times before. I think we casted Polter's match versus Chykka in some tournament. I can't remember. Chykka did win that match. I think it was maybe Summer Bash? Was it something? Was it a Breakfast Club tournament? I can't remember. And then we also casted Polter's match against Fakey, the very famous sweep incident. Fakey where Fakey accidentally like duplicated his sweep, and then like they had to like reset the game or something. I don't know. But anyways, enough talk about history. We are up gold. Chykka rocking the Gold Lewis. We see this character quite a bit. He's the big boy deck. Big boy specials. Melee type character. Leo, we've actually seen once or twice. Wild swing character on backside. Gets +1/+1. When he exceeds, gets on his wild swings. Has decent special kit. I mean, above curve dive / kind of that. What kind of shape would this be? It's like when you advance past the opponent, you get a bonus. There should be a name for that shape. I don't like it's like the name is Tatsu technically, but this is not a Tatsu, right? It's more of a fast dive in my opinion. But Blitzschlag becomes an awesome card when you wild swing it. Eisensturm is kind of a slowish trading shape here. Graviator Verde is a good boost. Con Shield is a really good counterattack. Style Verbal is a card. Is a card that you wild swing. But these two boosts are quite good, right? Your wild swings at +2 speed now strike. Your wild swings at +2 power now strike. Very good boosts. Anyway, it's gonna be Chykka prepping up to 9 cards. Of course, he's playing the Gold Lewis, so his maximum hand size is 9. So preps up to that. Maybe threatening some defensive ultras. Or defensive EXs, excuse me. Polter with a turn 1 parry, and the parry whiffs. We instead see a hand of 3, 4, 6. EX hurl. Rise, swing. Sorry, EX rise, EX hurl. Rise, swing, burn it down. Sure. Nice hand. Nice hand, Chykka. A couple EXs there, notably the Behemoth Typhoon Rise is a 6-speed option at range 3, and the Behemoth Typhoon Hurl, is a 7-power on curve option at range 2 for the EXs. Definitely not the hand I was expecting either, I will say. Anyways, that was a parry whiff. Is now back to Chykka. And yeah, just in case you guys did not, just in case I don't splice things together, which I probably won't. This is the Backyard Brawl tournament run in the Breakfast Club. This is the Guilty Gear Strive, the board game long form tournament run in that particular Discord. Of course. Draft format Swiss. 5 rounds of Swiss will determine who is the winner of the tournament. Both these players, I believe, are 1-0. Chykka's match we saw last week. We did not see Polter's match. Looks like Gold Lucius spends one force in form of Spike, or Dust, excuse me, to move to range 3. Or of course he's representing that on curve, that above curve Rise. Which will basically beat anything Leo throws in offense, so... Gold Lewis also has that 7 damage option at range 2, so if Leo wants to move closer, that's an option that he'll have to contend with. Back to Polter here. Polter maybe setting up an EX. Lines up his cards. Although... takes that card all the way to the end. No, just shuffling the hand a little bit. A little house cleaning. I don't know, we actually don't see Polter play very often, so I actually don't know what his mouse movements are like. Looks like he's just a sorting hand for some reason. Okay, it's going to be Polter boosting Brynhilder's stance, succeed at no cost, add this to your gauge and take another action. Leo's Wild Swing's now +1/+1. It's going to be Leo boosting Hail to the King. That's going to be Sun Immunity, now draw 2. Will it be cancelled? Polter has almost canceled this. Has canceled the boost and now probably will just Wild Swing. With Sun Immunity +1/+1. This is the correct way to play. This seems like the correct way to play this silly character, Leo. A bunch of cards for Leo do hit at 3. Alright, that hits. That hits. That hits. Actually, that misses. That hits. That hits. That can hit. And then Ultras are a thing. So, I mean, a good number of cards hit. Maybe 60% of the cards in Polter's deck hit. But just YOLOing it early on. I can respect it. Does Gold Lewis really toss in EX Rise on defense? Notably, it performs really poorly, right? Because it loses the bonus power, but it looks like Chykka is lining up that EX Rise. Polter Wild Swings Grass, that's no good. Grass will go first, obviously will miss, and then the Behemoth Typhoon Rise will hit back for 4. Gold Lewis will draw a card and push Leo back to range 5. So, I mean, we could have done the math and seen how many options for Polter hit or miss. Obviously, Grass misses, Cross misses, Focus misses, Block misses. Polter already would be complaining in the chat. Unfortunately, luck did not go his way for that particular Wild Swing. So yeah, those 4 cards that misses, 5 cards that miss. 6 cards that miss. Technically, that loses to Rise as well. So, I mean, 6 options out of 15. So, depending on the hand comp, like about a 40% chance to miss. What was that Wild Swing? We'll be a little conservative and say 35%. Anyway, Gold Lewis finds itself at range 5. That's not the range to be at, so it's going to be Cryptic Collector boosted. Advanced Retreat 1 returns the Rise to hand, of course. Range 4 is better for Gold Lewis. Gold Lewis has Slam, although we do not see Slam in the hand. And Dive, but Gold Lewis is a largely melee character. So back to Leo here. Leo, of course, has to strike on his turn, otherwise he will revert. So I'm assuming there's a plan for Polter here. I'm assuming he didn't just swing at 3 and just kind of hope for the best. I'm assuming that's not what happened here. Because you don't generally want to be throwing away those you generally don't want to be throwing those Brynhilder stances away unless you have like a plan for like multiple ranges, right? Like Leo can end up at 1, can end up at 2, can end up at 3, can even end up at 4, right? So when you're spending these Brynhilder stances, you really want to be making sure that you have a backup plan for like when things go south, right? Just as Any other wild swing characters? So I'm assuming Polter has a plan here. Hopefully that plan did not involve building Gauge. Like canceling like a Pride or something, because that would be no good. Okay, it's going to be Leo striking from hand at range 4. Could be second Gravierte Verde. Could be Gestober. Could be Dive. Could be Conshield. Feels just like Dive. I don't know. So maybe could be the Gestober at speed 5. It's pretty good. Chykka didn't really have the best hand for this. In theory, can just cross out, I guess, but to just avoid the mix-up. But that doesn't do a whole lot for Gold Lewis. So Chykka playing Dive into the Con Shield. Okay. So the Dive will go first. We'll hit for 3 after armor. The Con Shield will hit back for 3 as well. Leo builds a Gauge. Normally does not go back, which is really good. So yeah, 3 for 3. Very important combat there for Leo to build that Gauge. Gold Lewis builds Gauge number 2, but can't really exceed yet. Has 8 cards in hand. Of course, Gold Lewis's kicker says you need to draw 2. So you'd be losing some value there. So I don't think Chykka will exceed just yet, although... Hey, maybe Chykka is a EX down with the system player instead. Good Ultra. 1 2 8 8, not bad for 4 Gauge. Anyway, it is Gold Lewis's turn. Gold Lewis is probably happy with his positioning, although Leo's probably happy with his positioning as well, to be fair. A lot of Leo's wild swings do just hit at 1. Notably, Leo's UA also works on defense, so Polter can just wild swing and Polter is feeling quite chatty today, looks like. It's going to be boosting Guts, plus 6 guard, now draw 1. This is one of the few boosts that Gold Lewis can cancel. Gold Lewis actually has a bunch of non-cancelable force boosts, like Security, Level Up, Thunderbird, Brute Strength, UMA. Will get cancelled into Strike. Wonder if this is the 165. It's a mid-speedy shape that would benefit from plus guard. It's going to be Leo just wild swinging. The Gravierte Verde will... That's an unfortunate wild swing. Will miss. That's so unfortunate. Forces Leo to... wow, that sucks. Forces Leo to revert as well. Assault will go first. We'll hit for 4. Gravierte Verde will miss. And, yeah. Leo reverts. And, yeah. Chykka will just succeed. We'll draw 1, and we'll have to discard friend of turn. Yeah, that's Gravierte Verde was definitely an unfortunate wild swing. Gold Lewis discards second copy of Dust from the hand. Of course, had to overdraw. It's going to be Leo boosting Faultless Defense. This plus 4 guard. Back to Gold Lewis here. Leo will have to stun his opponent once more, because both those Graveyard Savior days are down. It's gonna be just Chykka initiating strike here. Is this cross? We saw Goldless with the cross earlier. Is it just like sweep? Is it at 165? I don't think it's the 165. It's going to be Behemoth Typhoon Smash against the Eisensturm. So the Behemoth Typhoon Smash will go first. We'll hit for what? 3 after armor. Goldless will draw 4 cards off that. And then the Eisensturm will go ahead and hit back for 3 as well. Second gauge built for Leo. Goldless draws 4 cards off that. Leo draws 1. And yeah, as we've discussed in every Gold Lewis game, this is how Gold Lewis generally wins, is he just builds just so many resources and then just is able to overpower the opponent with those resources, just striking over and over again. The opponent can't do a whole lot about it. Notably, this had the perfect amount of defenses to not get stunned out from the Eisensturm. So it's back to Leo here. Gold Lewis has, what, 12 cards in hand or something? It's the first time you build a 12-card hand? Come on, Chykka. I built like a 14-card hand before, at least. 14, 15. Anyway, it's going to be Polter boosting Dash, advance 3. We'll certainly cancel. I would assume. Nope, just ends turn here. Maybe having EX Gestober in hand is an above curve option. Maybe something that's there. If I had to guess, why Polter would end his turn on range 3 defensively. He probably has EX Gestober in hand. Gold Lewis is down both a copy of Rise and a copy of Slash, so can't just initiate like an EX here. That's above curve. But I'm assuming Gold Lewis is doing something along the lines of striking with a 12-card hand. Chykka just checks the discard real quick. It's going to be Chykka boosting huge. It's plus 0 to 1 range. Hit, push, pull 1. Surely this gets cancelled. Surely this gets cancelled. And yeah, Chykka will spend the gauge to cancel. And we'll strike. Probably. And we'll strike. This means cards like Hurl hits now. Hurl is an above curve option that hits. It's gonna be EX Cross. Just getting the heck out of there is Polter. Spends the EX Cross to do so. Moves back to range 6. Drop was played by Chykka, and that's obviously not gonna do anything. But Leo back at range 6, where you can just kind of chill a little bit. Gold Lewis has a bunch of cards in hand, so probably the incentive is on him to move forward for now. Probably don't want Leo prepping again, but you have no gauge to cancel, unfortunately, if you're Chykka, which is a little bit unfortunate. And you're Gold Lewis, so I mean, you could hit at 4, but most of your cards hit at 3 or 2, really. Just gonna be Chykka initiating a strike here. It's range 6, probably just a block, or could be sweep. I don't know, could be slam even. Could be spin even. Just hoping that's a wild swing comes out. No, it's just a block. Leo plays Eisensturm from hand, notably, so we'll close to range 5. Polter will prep once more again. Gold Lewis does build a gauge to cancel, which is really important here. That's the most important aspect of that strike. Leo is sitting at pretty at range 5 for now, but of course, There'll be cancels happening. And yeah, it's going to be the Skyfish boosted. +1 power, now spend up to 3 force for each force spent, close 1. And surely this will get cancelled. Spending the swing to do so. Notably, Leo's out of EX. Leo's just out of cross, right? Spent that EX cross really early on. So we'll cancel and then we'll strike. I'm assuming this is the 186. Polter should just block this. The 1 at 286, excuse me. Right, Hurl, which we saw in the hand like really early on. So Polter should just block this. Should he have one in hand? Claims this is mildly annoying, so it does not have the block in hand. No, I think blocking this seems fine. I'm pretty sure it's just the one. I'm pretty sure it's just Hurl. Surely Chykka's not playing a mix-up with like Spin or something. It's Focus? Focus is no good. Focus is no good. That is going to be 8 power. Overpowers the Focus, dealing 6 to Leo. Leo down to just 10 HP. Even worse, can't even get pulled, so Gold Lewis maintains the long side of board. Leo down to just 10 HP. Oof. At the very least, Chykka only has 6 cards left in hand. Okay, he did. It just looked like he had a low hand. Okay, it's going to be +1 power, +1 speed. Your Wild Swings has +2 power, now strike. So Leo just striking with +3, +1 here. Putting the faith in the deck. Let's see how Gold Lewis responds to this. I mean, +3, +1 is pretty spooky. Leo does have... Gold Lewis does have a cross in hand, I'm pretty sure. Let's be EX Focus. Oh no, Polter Watson's block. Well... It's a block, yeah. It is a block. So EX Focus will go first, 5 total power. Polter spends the Stealth Verbal to take no damage. Chykka will draw a card, of course. That Focus could have gotten popped. But unfortunately for Polter, he's just... Things have not been going his way. Polter would just dive and later shaft this Dirigenten in hand, so surely Gold Lewis just swings here. It's gonna be Chykka boosting Badass canceled into a strike. Polter just Wild Swings. Stalverbal will draw him a card. It's the EX Smash. So we'll draw a card, and then the Blitzschlag. Unfortunately, that's only speed 4. There are no speed bonuses here. So the Smash will go first. We'll hit for 5. And Blitzschlag will get stunned out. Chykka draws 4 off that. And, well, Leo down to just 5 HP. Believes in the deck once more. Wild Swings at +2 power, now strike. We're playing Wild Swing frontside Leo. That is definitely not the side you want to be on with your Wild Swings, but Chykka with EX Cross at speed 7 will beat the sweep. So it'll be 4 damage incoming to Leo. Leo's not stunned, but we'll miss, obviously. Polter down to just 1 HP. And, well, can Chykka finish things off? So that's a singular card, probably just the slam. And yeah, it's slam. Polter basically just hits the concede button here. And that's going to be game 1 going to Gold Lewis here. Leo with a couple unfortunate wild swings. And no backup plan for when those wild swings failed. So, yeah, I mean, that's it's going to look pretty rough there for Polter. But luckily, it's a best of 3 tournament. We still got a maximum of 2 more games. Next game will be Chykka's Happy Chaos against Polter's new 13. Okay, that should be a matchup and a half. I've kind of forgotten New is a character. Should be an interesting one. Happy Chaos is generally not like when his opponents go above curve, and New, of course, can go above curve with exceeds. So that should be a pretty tough matchup. Should be a pretty tough matchup. Yeah, Polter just lamenting that his wild swings were not up to par, unfortunately. Looks like he did mull out a bunch of those ranged options and still got one anyway. So maybe our 40% estimation was a little bit too high, depending on what they had in hands. But anyway, that is of the past. Game 2 will be coming your way shortly. As soon as one of these guys pulls out the new 13 kit, we'll look at New. We actually have not seen Happy Chaos at all this tournament, interestingly enough. I don't know why. Nice, we're keeping score down here. Yeah. Okay. Happy Chaos. Hit, you may steal an Ultra from your hand. If you do, +1 power gain advantage. So a little bit expensive, right? Happy Chaos also has a weird kit. He has 9 Ultras in his kit, 3 copies of each, of 3 different Ultras. 1 short range, 1 mid range, 1 long range. He has Fire, which is 2 to 5, 2/4 hit, spend up to 3/4 for each 4 spent, +1 power and draw 1. And he has 2 copies of that at the ready, which is just a speed 6 on curve option. If I had to think, I feel like New should win this matchup. No. Happy Chaos absolutely hates it. When his opponent goes above curve. And New is very good at doing so. And not the most difficult character to play either, so. Take a look at New's UA. When you set your attack, you spend 1 force to gain +3 to 4 range. Of course, her overdrives were the real juices. She gets +0 to 4 range on overdrive, which I think should just absolutely just destroy Happy Chaos. Like, there's no way Happy Chaos can contend with that. I was fighting Rose earlier, and she was not playing New, but she was playing Rachel, another character who can similarly kind of contest Happy Chaos at that kind of 4 to 5 range, and I had so much trouble. The downside of New is that New kind of does suck at range 3, so that's on front side, excuse me, New is like not great at range 2 to 3. Looks like we're off though. Sorry, I didn't really finish that thought. Grasp. Chykka plays Focus, takes 1, we'll draw a card. Of course, Grasp is range 4 to 5, courtesy of the new 13 UA. Happy Chaos has to move in, preferably to like range 2 or 3. Range 2, of course, is a little bit tricky because you can just initiate cross, and Happy Chaos can't do a whole lot about that. At 3, Super Rage is a card that pushes you back to range 4. It's going to be Chykka moving into range 3 with the Happy Chaos. Back to Polter here. New 1/3 of the way to her Exceed side, which I think is just absolutely going to just annihilate Happy Chaos, personally, but who knows? It's going to be new boosting +2 speed, and yeah. Happy Chaos can't contend with light very well at all. At the very least, has extra copies of Ukemi, right, with the Love You. Right? So that's 4 copies of Tech. But if you can't tech, Happy Chaos is just so sad when you boost light. Yeah, it's going to be Happy Chaos spending 2 force in the form of the Steady Aim to move to range 1. The land where light doesn't matter. Polter just preps. Is Happy Chaos just going to strike here? Yeah, Happy Chaos will strike. Fast slow mix up, although probably just sweep. Yeah, it is sweep. Polter plays Focus. Will Chykka reveal? Well, Chykka can technically discard first. He has 2 hit effects, right? He has the sweep effect. Chooses not to seal. So just a 4-for-4 trade here. Oh. Apparently, Polter is faster here. Yeah, that works. Did not realize Polter was faster. Usually when sweep goes into focus, sweep always discards first and focus goes second, right? But there was a light in play, which I kind of forgot for the players. So we'll just rectify that by destroying afterward. Back to new 13 here. Range 1, not to place 3. Range 1, you do have a really good boost in Counter Assault. We did not look at News Kit, did we? Counter Assault, if the opponent's at range 1, push 3 and draw 2. Good boost. But, nope. Polter doesn't have it. Boost +1 speed, hit you may push or pull 1 instead. Chykka preps. Polter preps in kind. +1 speed means something like Cross is now an option that just performs really well for new 13. 7 speed, so on curve. With push or pull 1 as well. For those pesky sweeps. And is Chykka going to be initiating into that? Looks like he is. So it could be Grasp. Could be something. Will Polter check him on speed? Polter's 1 Grasp is down. Polter just plays second Focus. And it's just Focus for Focus. Polter draws first. Chykka draws second. Polter, however, builds gauge number 3 for the Exceed. Yeah, Chykka cannot seal because he already drew. So Polter, once he gets away from Happy Chaos here, can just succeed and make Happy Chaos' life a living hell, I think. Especially with 2 focus and sweep down already. And yeah, it's that counter assault that we were talking about. If the opponent's at push at range 1, push 3 and draw 2, spends a dive and spike, notably from hand, to do so. Which makes sense because we want to be maintaining the 3 gauge here for new 13. Happy Chaos now finds himself back at range 4. It's going to be Chykka spending 1 force to move to range 3. Surely New just flips here. Well, New would technically overdraw if she flips, because she has a little baby kicker of draw 1. Not really sure why, but sure, fine, whatever. Feels like another like random kicker. I don't know. Season 7 is full of random kickers. This one feels like the most random one to me. Anyway, it's going to be the aerial backflip, retreat 2 if you're at range 4, range 5, strike. And it's be Polter actually spending a force from gauge to strike. I mean, it makes sense. Polter's just very likely to hit here. Right. Probably just a fast, if I had to guess. Maybe a sword summoner. Could be a sword dance for big power. Polter went for it. He goes for the spike. Happy Chaos. Wild Swings cross and now finds himself at range 8. So, well, New spent a gauge, unfortunately. Does not make that gauge back. However, Happy Chaos is in the middle of nowhere. He does have a card that hits in the middle of nowhere, though. It's Steady Aim. Can initiate this face up for a 6 power ignore armor move. That New can't really do a whole... Actually, can New do a whole lot about that? She'd have to... And I don't think New can do anything about that. Does Chykka not have steady aims? Just Wild Swing for a steady aim, smile. Right. New at range 8 would have to have a card that hits at range 4 for her to hit. So our cards that hit at range 4, of course, are Legacy Edge, which she does not have enough gauge for currently. Sickle Storm, pretty decent card, 4 power, gains you advantage as well. Or Dive, or her dive hits as well. But all 3 of those do get countered by the steady aim. Somewhat. I mean, we say somewhat because steady aim does cost a gauge and does not refund a gauge for Happy Chaos, right? So it's really a 2 gauge ultra, really, if you think about it. Chykka really think about moving in. Chykka really think about moving in. Wow, spends 5 force to move to range 3. Wow. Wow. That's a huge expenditure. Once the aim was spent a force, it was. Yeah, but, Happy Chaos has 3 of each of the ultras in the deck. But yeah, I guess, not meant to be. Chykka spends 5 force to move to range 3. New at range 3 has an on-curve Super Rage. Although Super Rage, does push things away here. Just has, like, Assault. But, New notably quite weak at ranges 2 to 3. Outside of the normals. Okay, it's going to be the Broken Weapon boost. And this is the first time I've seen this boost. Shuffle your hand into your deck, draw 5. Okay. Wow, Polter must really not like his hand if he boosted Broken Weapon. I've literally never seen this boosted before. Anyways, back to Chykka here. Chykka... Unfortunately, just spent a whole bunch of force, which is, like, really unfortunate. So can't really do the Happy Chaos thing too much, right? Okay, never mind. We're just setting an EX tech. EX cut down would be the scary one, but it's probably just like EX Assault. Or EX slash, excuse me. Dive is probably not going to do it. And yeah, it's EX slash. EX slash will do 5 damage. Polter, nobody What's-Wings dive. Chykka could have exceeded there, but no. Actually, wait, has no sealed area? Has no sealed area. Has not sealed a single card yet. So Happy Chaos, when he exceeds, plays a Goldred-esque move where he takes all the bullets that he spent, that he sealed, and puts them back into the deck and then reloads. But Chykka has not spent a single bullet yet. Anyway, it's going to be, 5 damage to New, and then Happy Chaos just preps. Back to New here. New notably has spent both counter assaults. So cannot boost that anymore, which is a little bit unfortunate. Probably just going to run. Yeah, runs to range 3. Back to Happy Chaos here. Happy Chaos, of course, did just spend EX Slash. Probably spent EX Slash just because I believe New had both copies of Super Rage up. I think New actually had both copies of Assault up as well. So what's going to happen is probably Happy Chaos is probably just going to prop or something, or not strike here. And then New is probably going to boost Assault to move back to range whatever. It's what I would have to guess, because Chykka doesn't really have a whole bunch of resources left. He does have 3 gauge, but nope, actually does the opposite of what I wanted, what I predicted. So that's 2 force in the form of fire, and I did not see the second card move to range 1. Surely New just boosts Assault here, move back to range 5. Does New not have Assault in her hand? I would say Polter's really good at rotating those cards exactly 360 degrees. He's they've landed that quite often. That's a little maneuver. Polter says this is a weird situation. Okay. Polter checks the discard here of Chykka. Polter notably does have access to reading. Polter does not have access to reading, excuse me. Polter would have access to reading if he had a focus left, but both focuses are actually down, so no access to reading. Unfortunately, Polter spent gauge on that spike strike, right? Instead of force from hand, and because of that has not been able to exceed and get the engine going, which is really unfortunate. Normally, when you spend gauge like that, I would have thought that Polter would have played a more reliable card, like a Sword Summoner, right? Something that's on curve. But no, Polter actually played Spike there, right? And did not get that guaranteed 3rd gauge. Has been struggling ever since. Anyway, it's going to be aerial backflip boosted for Polter. It's a retreat 2. So retreats to range 3 and then does not get to strike. That is awkward. Chykka just preps. Back to Polter here. Polter can just initiate, in theory, with a Super Rage. It performs pretty well. It's actually be the Luminous Slave boosted, -2 to 0 range. Now draw 1. So this makes the math a little bit funky with the UA, right? So when you UA, you get +1 to 4 range. So it's kind of like a mini Exceed. But no. Chykka boosts at the Love You on At the Ready, which is that second copy of Tech that we were talking about. Discards the Luminous Slave from play. Luminous Slave is the card that is the boost that makes New's range 3 tolerable on front side. Since you're just adding, as your UA becomes +1 to 4 maximum range, right? So it makes things a lot easier for you to not struggle so much under the 2 to 3 range band, but No, Chykka takes it right away, and it's back to new. New checking discard. I mean, 7 in hand, 5 in deck. Not a whole lot left. Okay, new just sets an EX. This is probably just super known, and it's probably the super rage. EX cheap shot, however, is going to pop that. Well, I mean by pop it, it's 2 power, right? So you 1 after. Oh wait, no, that's 3 power. It stuns out the super rage. Oh no, EX cheap shots. There were 3 total power. We'll stun out the EX super rage. Oh no, Chykka was ready for that. Cheap shots. Oh my. That's an option that I forgot about. That's an option that I forgot about when I was when I was considering the matchup, right? Just that little bit of extra boost off the love you actually matters huge there. Polter discards what, like a Spike Chaser and a Calamity Sword for that. That will be 2 damage to new, so not the most damaging, but that is unfortunate. Happy Chaos just preps, and yeah, that's an option I completely forgot about. EX cheap shot, because normally this only goes up to 2 damage, right? But with the love you just got pumped up to 3 and was just enough juice to stun any EX. Really well done there from Chykka. Okay, it's gonna be new initiating another EX strike. Is this just EX cross? No, it's not EX cross. It's EX assault. It's EX sword dance, okay. Yeah, we are doing a really bad job of remembering what cards are left for Pulsar here. Draw 2, hit spend up to 4 first for +1 power each. Runs into the block though for Chykka. Chykka will spend 1 force, not take any damage. New finally builds gauge number 3. Okay, that's good news for new. Problem with new is new only has 3 in hand, 3 in deck. So the mix-up is kind of known. Not known, but predictable. For when new does exceed, right? Wonder if it's worth it for new to reshuffle before she exceeds. It's an expenditure of 1 force in the form of a dive from hand to move to range 1. Will new just exceed right away? Looks like that's exactly what's happening here. So new will draw 2 cards, and then her attacks have +0 to 4 range, and hit you may advance 3. On overdrive, she retreats 1. Yeah, I mean, this is that exceed side that we thought would perform really well into Happy Chaos. Unfortunately for Polter, it's come a little bit late. But let's see what he can do with this. It really largely depends on what 6 cards are left here. Hopefully there's some sort of mix-up situation here for new. But anyway, it's going to be Happy Chaos just initiating a strike here at range 1. Normally Happy Chaos can exceed and just hit the whole board. Funnily enough, and hopefully like 5 guards enough. So we new playing sweep. Ooh, okay. Grasp into sweep. Pretty well done there for Polter. Right, because obviously Happy Chaos can pump his grasps up to 7 power. But no, it's going to be a 4 power grasp incoming. Happy Chaos takes 6 in kind. And then we'll of course advance 3 courtesy of the UA. Anyway, Happy Chaos can like exceed here, right? Happy Chaos's backside is 1 to 5, 4, 4, 5. Chykka just needs to find out what 5 cards are left for New 13. There's no way that she can, like, New can, like, beat it. New can, like, trade with it. Obviously. But, like, a card like Grass, for example. Grass will only put New here. If New, there's no way New can, like, cross out of it anyway. New basically needs, like, a push 3 in her kit to avoid the Happy Chaos backside Deus Ex Machina. Chykka asks, what does Happy Chaos even do about New Exceed? The answer is cry. The answer is cry. Which is why I was shocked that Polter kind of gave it up on a spike. He kind of threw away the third gauge and then spent 15 minutes just kind of waiting to finally build it. But we are here. We finally reached this point. It's going to be expenditure of 3 force for Happy Chaos. Perhaps just to change cards 3. Drawing 4. 4 in hand, 2 in deck for Happy Chaos. So Happy Chaos doesn't really have the most options here either. New with the Overdrive will retreat 1. It's already built up 1 gate. Okay, now can chain Overdrives. So that's really bad for Happy Chaos. Checks what 6 options are left for Happy Chaos at this juncture. Oh, we'll just strike. Polter checking his own discard now. Okay, it's new initiates Grasp. Chykka just plays block off the top. Interesting. We'll have to choose like his range afterward. I'm assuming New wants like range 5, maybe range 4. Pushes all the way back to range 6 and then advances to range 3. Okay, so what's range 3? Range 3 is about like the place to be, I think. This makes sense to me. Chykka just takes the 1, and yeah. This is range 3. Range 2, range 3 is around where I want New 13 to stand here. Because this is where she can be super above curve and Happy Chaos cannot do a thing. Cannot do anything about it. Anyway, Polter does only have 4 cards left for what it's worth. Kind of actually want to see Chykka big mass CC the whole hand here. CC the whole hand and the blocks. Get those blocks back in the deck, right? But let's go ahead and see. Anyway, it's still Chykka's turn here. Whoops, I have my volume up on my phone. Let's turn that down. I don't know. Was there any other play here besides CC the whole hand and deck? I feel like there isn't. Can't strike. You move to range 1, I guess, and then just lose at range 2. I mean, Polter's 4 cards left. I mean, everyone knows exactly what these 4 cards are. So it's the play not just CC for the blocks. CC the blocks away. I guess you lose gauge, and maybe your way back in is like a cancel strike. So maybe that's an issue. Although, Happy Chaos has a way to just key charge, right? Happy Chaos has the boost on Cheap Shot, I think key charges? Yeah, it key charges. So it's not like you're out of gauge completely. So, I don't know. I feel like my plan seems okay. I would just change cards, everything. Draw everything. Chykka really taking his time here, though. Okay, drags a block. I like that. Needs to just drag it all the way to the discard. Come on, Chykka. Big CC. That's all I want to see. Big CC. Maybe keep the ultras, but drop everything else. You can always build gauge with Cheap Shot. Come on, Chykka. Just do it. 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 Come on. Sense an EX attack. What? Since EX gone down? That's speed 6. That performs pretty well. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was out of grasps, so... I mean, it's EX gone down, it's gonna be 4 damage. Could be pumped up to 5, technically. And then maybe Chykka gets an advantage afterward, and then performs the big CC then. Okay, I guess this makes sense. Okay, Polter Watt swings that Assault, which is going to be no good. That's going to be 4 damage. Polter must discard a card as well. And then afterward, Chykka can decide whether he wants to gain advantage or not. We'll discard this second Assault. Will Polter. And will Chykka seal for advantage here? Chykka does not seal for an advantage. Two cards are left in Polter's hand. They're both known, obviously. Polter's not showing them to us, but that's okay. Overdrive goes off for new. Retreats back to range 4. Out of hand is the problem. Striking with one card, surely. I mean, Chykka's just gonna wild swing. Okay. Cross and Sickle Storm are the two cards here. Polter did reveal that he was playing Sickle Storm. Polter, I'm pretty sure, is still playing Sickle Storm. I'm pretty sure those cards switched 3 times. Sickle Storm is, if you're at range 5, gain advantage, otherwise pushable 2. So Sickle Storm is a great counter for a card like a Steady Aim, right? Dive is no good. That'll just be 4 damage incoming. New can push or pull Happy Chaos now. The issue is, if you push him, Steady Aim is just free? Not anymore. Okay, perfect. Well, Steady Aim is still free, because the hand is just cross. Well, it's not free. I mean, you can obviously wild swing something. This is actually quite scary to play. But yeah, New maintaining the correct ranges here. Polter just re-choosing his range that he wants it to be at. I thought range 3 was pretty good. I thought range 3 was kind of the place to be, but Polter does not think so. Maybe, I mean, obviously it depends on what these last 2 cards are for Chykka. But I thought range 3 was pretty good. I quite like this positioning. I quite like that. Okay. Back to Chykka here. Chykka has to withstand the storm of another Exceed coming up next turn. Has 9 HP left to chew through. Last card in Polter's hand is Cross. We don't know what the last 2 cards in Chykka's hand are. Okay, Chykka just preps. He reveals a hand of Steady Aim and Sweep. Takes it back. Probably just... Do you change cards over prepping? Kind of want to get that block back. Does not want... Okay, Chykka actually does not want the block back, but we'll CC3, draw 4. Polter here will retreat 1, de-exceed. Will Polter just re-exceed here? What if Polter re-exceeds in Wild Swings? And... I feel like it's actually totally okay. New's Wild Swings are pretty reliable. No? Polter reshuffles. That is a play. Sure. Picks up the Sword of Destruction. I don't really know why. I'll be honest, but... I mean, only 1 parry left for Chykka. So... maybe he doesn't have it. That's why I was not a fan of keeping this block engaged, personally. Thought you should have just chucked it. Just because, once again, Happy Chaos can build gauge off the super focus boost. Chykka spending 1 force to move to range 3. I'm assuming new bursts and exceeds. New technically does have gauge for Calamity Storm now. Calamity Storm is 2, 3, 6, 7. I think Calamity Storm would be a better option if it killed. But it doesn't kill, so I think that if New were to initiate with a Calamity Storm here, she would hit for 6 and then proceed to lose the game. So I don't think that's the option. Don't think that's the play at all. I think you just want to exceed once more. And looks like Polter agrees with me. And yeah, we'll exceed once more. We'll draw 2 off this. And yeah, Happy Chaos is once again sad. I don't even know what to do here for your Happy Chaos. Big CC. Big CC for EXs? No. Chykka just decides to prep. New discards a card from Overdrive, retreats 1, and then Shirley will just strike. Are we gonna be seeing the coveted Wild Swing new? That'd be cool, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Just striking with a singular card could be literally anything. Yeah, just a Wild Swing for Happy Chaos. Luckily Happy Chaos did not Wild Swing off Fire, because that would have actually traded. But it's gonna be Sweep for New. Slash will obviously go first, will miss, and then Sweep could go ahead and hit back for 6. Will yoink a random card. I'm assuming that, yeah, random card's already yoinked. Back to Happy Chaos here. And yeah, this is more of how we predicted the match would go. Just New just has to exceed, and once she exceeds, she just dominates Happy Chaos. I think Happy Chaos is a kind of a poor pick in this tournament, unless he's kind of a last pick. Okay, it's going to be Chykka boosting Faultless and cancels it. And we'll strike. I don't even know what you strike with. Just feels like, okay, we'll strike with an EX, takes it back. We'll strike with a different... What? What? What was that? You struck with 2 cards and then took it back and then like put a card here and then struck with that again? What could this be? Like EX Fire? News Wild Swings perform really well here. And yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Ooh, maybe not. That's gonna be EX Fire, which goes first. Sword Dance gets stunned out. That's gonna be 6 damage. Chykka will draw 3, of course. Will he reveal for advantage? Will reveal for advantage. Is Happy Chaos gonna steal this? Maybe Wild Swing was not. Maybe Wild Swing was not the play there. Then maybe you should just swap from hand. Scramble, cancel, strike. Focus is a good one. Oof, phew. That was close, guys. That was close. Wow. Well, that's probably game, unfortunately, for Chykka. That's almost assuredly game for Chykka. But wow, that got close. That got really, really close. Chykka can still Wild Swing, steady aim and win the game, notably. But no, Polter finally finds a good Wild Swing, and that Wild Swing definitely saves him. Scramble, notably a boost that just doesn't work. Did focus hits? Yeah, focus does hit. Focus hits. Focus is 1 to 5, so it hits. Or focus actually is 1 to 6, so it would hit. Yeah. New retreats back to range 6. It's a wild swing situation. And yeah, Sword Dance is going to deal lethal here. But wow, that got close. Wow, that got close. Polter Guts. Finally, the Wild Swing Gods were in favor of Polter here. And yeah, wow. Able to close things out with a new 13. Although really, I think the big mistake was like a really long time ago for Polter was that random spike play they went for. Just like felt like there was no reason to go for it. Although maybe his hand told him to go for it, but it delayed his exceed by so much and allowed Happy Cast back into the game. So like the mid game in this matchup, I feel like should just be dominated by New over and over again. But no, it was not meant to be. Anyway, it's gonna be game 3. It's going to be everyone's favorite top tier Chipp. Chipp, of course, the master of dodging counterattacks by moving to range 4. And who does Chykka have? Chykka has Soul Bad Guy. Oh no. Why do I feel like... Why do I feel like this matchup is awful for Soul? Why do I feel like this matchup is going to be awful for Soul? Soul loves being at range 1. Range 3 is like, okay, I guess. But not to Chipp. This feels like it's going to be a tough one. Maybe. I don't know. I've not seen this matchup before, but from what I know from Soul loves to get that melee brawl range, and then Chips just says no and not going to let you be at that melee brawl range, and Soul just says understandable, have a nice day, and then proceeds to lose. I don't know. Hopefully not. Anyway, Chipp, we can take a look at his cards. Has a DP shape, has a super fast dive, has this card, has Gamma Blade, which is a 1 to 5, which has May advanced 3 on it, has Sukiyaki, great boost, has a Speed 9 Ultra that also has +2 speed, take another action, has Draw 3, take another action on a dive like Ultra. Soul, on the other hand, has what? Extra Assault, has better Assault, has this mid-speedy shape. It kind of functions as slow in a lot of cases. Has a mid-speed here in Fafnir, which can get bumped up to 7 power regularly. Excuse me, extra Spike. Here's your mix-up option. And a 1 to 4 sweep. And Flame of Corruption / a DP. And +1 power here. So basically Soul is trying to win like 3 combats with big boy damage. And I don't know if Chipp's going to let that happen. Anyway, Soul's already mulliganed. I think Polter's going to mulligan 4, and we're off. Game 3. Again, whoever wins this will be 2-0. In prime position to have a shot at winning the tournament. Soul will just prep. Back to Chipp here. Soul does normally have a 1 to 4 sweep. 1 to 4 sweeps are incredibly good into Chipp. As we saw last week with Rem Lethal. Had 1 to 4 sweeps and Chipp kind of struggled into those. So Night Raid Vortex is a good card, right? So I hope I didn't like undersell how bad or undersell how good Soul is in this matchup. It's gonna be Chipp initiating a strike. Could be dive. Could be Alpha Blade. Could be Gamma Blade. It's actually the Resho. So Resho will go first. Will miss. Chipp. Soul actually does build Gauge though with a block. Resho will go first. Will miss. Of course, we'll return to hand. It's a Monado style turn one Chipp there, but probably just wanting to bait out a Night Raid Vortex. So I totally respect this play from Bolter. Right, because Night Raid Vortex is a card you'd want to get rid of in this matchup, I think. So the rest of that doesn't hit. That's probably why it was played there, just to bait something out. Anyway, Soul at range 5. This is not the place to be. We'll boost free, advance the retreat up to 2. We'll advance 2. We'll cancel. And we'll strike. Chipp does have an above curve range 3 option, the Alpha Blade. So that's a card to be concerned about. Can I just play something like a grass or something and then block? But no. Oh, wow. That is Soul Bad Guy going for a dive there. And Polter takes 3. Huh, interesting. Polter spends no force there. Takes 3 damage off the dive. Dive was, of course, 6 power. Oh, yeah. It was a 6 power dive. Okay. Chipp spends the Bad Guy Messai. Of course, it was 6 power dive because of Soul Bad Guy's UA. So Chipp actually makes a better decision, I feel like, spending and not taking anything, weirdly enough, but there you go. Chipp chooses to stay at range 1. And it is now back to Chipp. Okay, Chipp now moves to range 2. And looks like Polter just going to be initiating a strike here. Has the Resho in hand, probably just cross. Almost surely just cross. Could be Spike. And yeah, it's cross. Cross will go first. Chykka Watswing's Gunflame, that's not going to do a thing. 3 damage into Soul. Chipp, of course, can move after if he wants. Chooses to stay at range 6, looks like. Chykka will probably just prep. Chipp will prep as well. It's going to be the Outrage boosted on the Fafnir. Add a card from hand to gauge, taking their action. So Chykka will add Grasp from hand to gauge. And then we'll just prep. Just a really convoluted key charge there. Chipp preps as well. Chipp now up to 7. Soul at 6. Okay, it's going to be Chykka boosting the Bandit Revolver. Now close 1, draw 1. Hit the opponent must discard a card. Chipp notably has options at range 5. Soul does not. Pretty sure Chipp is just going to strike with either a Gamma Blade works or the Resho works as well. Is Chipp really lining up an EX attack here? Don't think that makes sense. Again, we're at range 5, Soul has nothing that hits. So it's either going to be Gamma Blade, hits 1 to 5. Or it's going to be the Resho, just to tech the boost. Chykka's already spent a dive, so can't just, like, dive in, unfortunately. And yeah, this is about what we expected this matchup to be like so far. It's a lot of evasion. Soul on the opposite side of the board. Chykka not mashing block here is, or like dive here is a little bit sad. Okay, it's actually Chykka playing focus and Chipp playing second block. Focus will go first, we'll miss, we'll draw a card. Block will allow Chipp to move to range 6. Really fun, interactive gameplay here that's happening on your screen right now. It's going to be soul boosting faultless. Don't see why Chipp wouldn't just strike with Resho again. For some reason, they gave Chipp a Monado card in Resho. So it doesn't actually lose cards off the strike, right? Does Chykka have Dive or Assault in his hand? Assault you probably want to keep for the boost, so does Chykka have Dive in his hand? You don't think you spend a Night Raid Vortex. Obviously, we're at range 6. I'm pretty sure nothing hits at range 6. Chykka spends a Night Raid Vortex. Okay, I don't like this play. Anyway, Resho returns to hands. Soul advances 3, courtesy of the Night Raid Vortex. But Night Raid Vortex is a card that hits Chipp, so I don't really like spending that here. And yeah. Once again, another null combat. I feel like most of the combats this game have been null combats. Just really fun gameplay here. It's gonna be soul boosting +1 power adds to gauge, courtesy of the smell of the game. Saying, yeah, Wild Throw is a card that's never gonna hit. And yeah, even Grasp from Chipp avoids Wild Throw, so makes sense to me that this card is just completely useless in the matchup. Gets teched. Back to Soul here. Yeah, and the question is, how does Soul catch Chipp? And so far, we've not quite answered it. I thought Night Raid Vortex would be a way, but Chykka spent one of those already. Okay, scramble. Scramble, cancel. Strike. Okay. Sure. Okay. We need a lot of Chipp Swat Six on move 1, so... Oh no. Chipp wild swings the 9-speed Ultra and pops Soul for 2 here. Or for 3, excuse me. Oh, Chipp. Why was this character made? Why was this character made the way it was made? I don't, Yeah. It's the character. Polter asks, where was this when I was on Leo? And of course, Polter had this when he was on Leo, then we wouldn't even be here right now. The stream would have been over and we wouldn't have to witness the Chipp gameplay. We'll take a look at this card real quick, just in case you guys missed it. This card is a 9-speed Ultra that could potentially hit the full board with enough gauge, because, yeah, because why not? Anyway, Chipp takes Retro back into the hand, and looks like it's going to strike. Alpha Blade's a card that hits for 4, could just be Spike. Could be, I don't know, Retro again. It's Cross. Cross will go first, we'll hit for 3. Bandit Bringer will at least advance 2, so... Chipp with a little bit of a taunt there. Advances 1, says, hey, Soul, you can hit me. You can definitely hit me. And then, nope, just going to retreat back to range 4. Classic Chipp. That little taunt is probably going to be the most exciting thing of this match. Probably the most exciting factor of this match, if I had to guess. At least Soul's at range 2. This is fine-ish. I mean... A card like Alpha Blade only goes so far, right? Alpha Blade only goes to range 3. Afterward. Is this Soul's chance to strike? So Soul doesn't have a whole lot of resources in hand, though, which sucks. Chykka checking Polter's discard. Okay, big damage incoming. Big damage incoming. Flame of Corruption before close 1. If you close fewer than 1 space, plus 2 power. Into a strike. This is a before close 1 with plus 1 power. Feels like sweep? Yeah, it feels like sweep, no. See, how sick would it be if Polter defended with a spike? I think that'd be so sick. That'd be so sick. Could be like a wild throw, I guess. 6 power wild throw. Okay, Polter says that we're going fast. And no, it's Night Ray Vortex, so it's gonna be the Zansai Rugai. Going first will hit for 2. And this Night Ray Vortex is going to hit back for 8. We'll hit back for 7, excuse me. So yeah, Polter just guessing that Chykka will go for the fast there, right? And wanted to counteract with the second Zansai Ruga, which pops anything fast, but no. Soul went for the slow, and first hit of the game for Soul. Hey, not bad. Nobody that's both Sucka Sages down for Chipp, interestingly enough. So a lot of the speed is down for Chipp. Huh, okay. That's both copies of Night Raid Vortex down, though, unfortunately. Anyway, it's going to be Chipp boosting Harakiri, plus 1 speed, now advance 2, draw 1. Chykka just preps. Chykka, or Polter deciding whether he wants to cancel first. We'll have to cancel with the Ultra, but... Chipp still has not hit with a single dust yet, so... Could see that happening in the future, although will be tougher with the 2 Sucka Sages down. Nope, Chykka just decides, or Polter just decides to end turn with the Harakiri boosted, plus 1 speed. Chykka just preps, surely Chipp just strikes with something that just wins. Right? Even Resho is on curve. Draws you a bunch of cards, and then like only loses to sweep. Hope you guys are watching this, enjoying this gameplay. There's going to be Sukiyaki boosted. Attacks at range 1 do not hit you. This boost is stupid, and I don't know why it exists. I don't know who let this boost go through, I'll be completely honest. As you can tell, you can definitely tell I'm getting more tired by how honest my commentary is on some of these cards. No, this boost should not exist. But it does. Attacks at range 1 do not hit you after add this to your gauge is no longer in play. That boost is absolutely crazy. Okay, it's going to be Polter making his own unbeatable attack here. It's +1 speed, +2 speed, excuse me, +1 power. With attacks at range 1 do not hit you. Although that has an after, that's probably not going to go off. So it's going to be +2 speed, +1 power. Chykka does have +3 power, but surely that doesn't matter. Okay, it's going to be Chykka playing Cross, and the 5-speed Dust. Polter, what are you doing playing mix-ups? No mix-ups today. Oh no. Soul hits Chipp for 6 damage there. Imagine only having a 5-speed Dust, man. Couldn't, like, wow. Playing mix-ups is how you die. Playing mix-ups is how you die, unfortunately. Anyway, back to Soul here. Soul at range 3, I mean, has a card like Gunflame on curve, but of course Chipp has above curve options in the Alpha Blade. That is, wow. Can't believe Chipp went for the 5-speed Dust there. Called out brilliantly by Chykka, no less, but, huh. That's 5 guaranteed damage down the drain. So there you go. Chykka, who once started this matchup at 20 HP, now starts at 25. And has a life lead as well. Wow, did not even see that. And apologies, I did lie. I thought the hypest moment of the game would be that Chipp advances to range 1 before crossing out to range 4. But no, that was cool, I guess. That was way cooler. 6 damage cross. It's going to be Soul boosting Smell of the Game. That's hit +1 power, add this to gauge. Chipp just preps. I wonder if there's going to be a badass cancel here for Soul. Notably, Chipp can get out of the way of basically every Soul attack just by initiating Grasp. Because both copies of Soul's Night Raid Vortex are down, and it's the only card that hits F4. And both copies of Dive are down as well, actually, so. Yeah, what a character. Awesome, like, really, really great job printing this one. Sorry, should not be so harsh. Obviously, there were 20 characters, and something slipped through the cracks in playtesting, but I will say, as a non-tournament player, I'm happy to never fight Chipp ever. Unless, of course, one of my friends needs tournament practice, in which case I will oblige, but man, this character gets me. This character really gets me. Gets to me, excuse me. Not it gets me as in understands me, but okay. Bandit Revolver, big fan of this boost. Now close 1, draw 1. Hit the opponent, must discard a card at random. Okay. Does Chipp have Cross? If Chipp has Cross, though, Soul has DP ready. Soul has a DP ready. Let's just Chipp initiate with a Grasp. Get out of the way. Expenditure of 1 force to move back to range 3. For Chipp. That's the Beta Blade. Yeah, moving back to range 3 makes complete sense. Soul's probably... But, I mean... The setup's still there. Soul probably just has to assault, cancel, strike, right? By assault, I mean slash, cancel, dash. Or slash, cancel, dash. Cancel, dash, strike. Because you do not want to be initiating at range 3 here if you're Soul. You want to be initiating closer. So that way Soul Chipp can't just run away. Flame of Corruption will work just fine. Badass. Cancel. We're really committing a lot to the strike. And we're striking. Okay. So we have +1 power. Hit opponent must discard. Badass. Before close 1. And strike. So if Chipp wins this strike, somehow he wins the game. But if Soul wins the strike, he wins the game. So it's a fun one. Mix up City. I wonder if this is like Gunflame. I think this is 6-speed Gunflame. Can just grasp as well. Gunflame or Assault, I think, are the... Is like the level 0 play. Of course, could be Spike. Although Spike loses to the likes of Grasp. Polter imagines a world where he did not throw the last strike. I agree, Polter. Things will be very different. Wild Swing, Gamma Blade is not going to do it. And yeah, it's just the Slash. Slash will go first. We'll hit for what? 5, 7, 8, 9 damage. Yeah, that is a lot of power. That is 9 damage slash incoming. Wow, Chipp down to just 8 HP. 8 HP in a dream. There's a sweep effect as well. Wow. Wow. Powerhouse strike there from Soul. Soul builds 2 gauge off that as well. And Chipp down to just 8 HP. Wow. Yeah, I guess Chykka really knows the character and how to build that strike there such that, I mean, needed to pop that Flame of Corruption on it, right? Flame of Corruption really key in that strike, right? Because without Flame of Corruption, Chipp can just leave. But Chykka knows better. Chykka with the anti-Chipp tech. I don't know if Chykka played Chipp on Saturday. So we did have like an IRL meetup. As we see the area shift not canceled. We did have an IRL meetup. It was myself, Petersonian, Andrel, and Chykka. We all met up and had a time, played some Exceed. I don't remember if I know Chykka and Andrel were playing some practice games for like tournament, right? I don't know if Chipp was involved in that, but regardless, Chykka's anti-Chipp gameplay looks pretty good here. Is building the correct strikes, right? Building the correct strikes to avoid Chipp's nonsense. Anyway, it was just area shift uncancelled, so Chipp finds himself in the corner. It's going to be Polter boosting Badass. Back to Chykka here. Chykka will probably just prep again. 4 in hand, 4 in deck. Doesn't really have a whole lot of juice left. Yeah, we'll just prep. Let's rock for Polter, so +2 power now on this strike. Notably, both of Soul's Ukamis are down, because Chykka tried to initiate 2 dives earlier in this match. Polter trying to build his own super powerful strike here, I'm assuming. Uh, just for those of you counting, this match has been going on for almost 2 hours, so I would advise anyone who's been watching the full 2 hours, or advise anyone in general, to drink some water. I know D does that a lot, but D's not really been casting Exceed too much recently. It's kind of just been me, so might as well take that up in his stead. Feel free to take a sip of water. More than a sip. I don't know. I've gone through half of a 16-ounce bottle, or a 32-ounce bottle, excuse me, because I've been talking quite a bit, so. Anyway, it is Soul's turn. Soul has a full hand. Might opt for a reshuffle. Get those options back. Although, I'm pretty sure 6 in hand... Okay, only 2 in deck for Soul. 5 in hand, 8 in deck for Chipp. It's going to be Soul boosting the Let's Rock. Okay. We see a hand of... Frankly, a lot of garbage. Not garbage. Heavy Mob Cemetery, Fafnir, Gunflame, and the normals are 0, 2, 3, 5. It's a lot of garbage for now, but Soul can build something out of this. If Chipp doesn't strike immediately. Okay, and it's gonna be second Let's Rock boosted for Chipp here. So it's plus 3 total power. Fortunately, it's gonna be tough for Chykka to build an unbeatable strike here, or a strike that trades reasonably well with plus 3 power on the board for Chipp. Plus 3, plus 1 is pretty spooky. As long as Polter doesn't throw away on a dust. I mean, okay. Maybe Chykka can build a strike with, like, a lot of defenses, like a faultless defense canceled to sweep. Builds a lot of defenses. Maybe that's the way to go. Tricky. Surely it's not a badass cancel and then try to match Chipp on speed. I feel like that's a losing proposition. Badass cancel, faultless cancel, slash? Does not work, because a card like Alpha Blade right now is 7 total power. So, I mean, it's... Yeah, Alpha Blade is a 7 power move. So you need to build at least 7 defenses, and you can't do that with, like, an EX Assault or something. EX Slash, excuse me. Yeah. What if you parry the Alpha Blade, though? I'm pretty sure a second copy of Alpha Blade is just down. When you just parry Spike, parry Dust. The only problem is then you're losing your block. Is there a world where you change cards your whole hand, try to get something better? Although I don't, maybe pick up a surprise EX. Tricky situation to be in. Very tricky situation to be in. You could just spend a whole bunch of force to run away. Which would be funny, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Soul wants it to happen, but it's funny. You spend a whole bunch of force to just move away, and Chipp cannot cancel and strike. Okay, it looks like it is going to be Chykka. Chykka is striking with Assault here. I don't like this. This loses to Alpha Blade. Does Chipp not have an Alpha Blade? That this is a strike that works. Okay, takes it back. Yeah, Chykka, this strike loses to Alpha Blade, so don't play it. Just, I don't know, just change cards to your whole hand and pretend to draw something later. Yeah, Chykka, you did do your math wrong, correct? You did do your math wrong. I agree, yeah. I agree. Strike with block. Yeah, Alpha Blade is, of course, the threat here for Chipp, and that's 7 power. Don't worry, Chykka, just change cards to your whole hand. Parry the Alpha Blade. Okay. Okay, gets rid of the main threat. Invested a whole bunch into this strike, though, but gets rid of the main threat. That's second Alpha Blade down, by the way. So now EX Slash is looking pretty good for Chykka here. Does lose to offensive EX Slash. Polter has lost sight of the plot. Granted, that was a 5-minute turn from Chykka there or something. Polter is now confused. Polter considers just striking. As far as stats are concerned, Soul has +2, +1, +1, +5. Chipp has +3, +1. So I'm pretty sure Assault just performs pretty... So Assault performs really well for Soul into everything except Chipp's own Assault. By Assault, of course, I mean Slash. I'm going to make that mistake for years to come. Chykka still did his math wrong. Chykka tries to reveal his hand and then takes it back. Chykka reveals the 4 cards, and then, well... Assault here from Chipp is 7 power, and stuns anything that Chykka plays. Chipp going, Soul going for the Wild Swing. Wild Swing cross is 7 speed and pops the slash. Oh no, Chykka with the heart of the cards with the slash. That's gonna be 4 power after armor and is one of the. I mean, it could need to be slash or need to be a slow, right? Needed to be a card with any kind of guard on it. So like a Volcanic Viper would have performed okay. A Wild Throw would have performed okay. A Night Raid Vortex would have performed okay. A Sweep would have performed okay. A Focus would have performed okay. It's like a 1 in 3. Well, there are what, like 10 outs there? 9 outs looks like. Yeah, it looks like 9 outs there out of a deck of what, maybe 19 when you remove the Ultras. So actually a 50-50 there for Soul. Actually, Wild Throw, so actually less than 50-50, because Wild Throw is an option that does not work there. But all the other options do work. It's okay. About maybe a 40% chance for Chykka to Wild Swing the correct option there, and it works out. Chipp down to just 4 HP in a Dream. So we Soul boosting Slash. We'll cancel it. And just will initiate a strike. Soul probably just initiates the Gunflame here because he knows Chipp doesn't have Cross, maybe? It's gonna be Beta Blade, but no, it's Tyrant Rave. The one card that, Chykka drew was Tyrant Rave, and that's gonna be it. This Tyrant Rave will spin around in a circle, but unfortunately loses, this Beta Blade will lose the Tyrant Rave, and that's gonna be it. Chykka takes the set 2-1, and it would end up being kind of an interesting third match. Like, the first half of the match was incredibly boring. But the second half of the match kind of came through, and yeah, the last Wild Swing came through clutch for Soul. Although I think Chykka was fine taking like a 7 damage assault there. But hey, that's gonna be it for me. It's kind of late. It's 11:15. Don't want to be popping off and slandering Chipp is enough. Is that a pun, by the way? Chipp's enough? Like, Chipp is enough? I don't know. But don't want to be slandering this character anymore, so I'm gonna head offline. If you're on Twitch, feel free to leave a follow. There's a sub button there. Don't hit it, but there is a sub button there. And if you are on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. Been really enjoying hearing some of your guys' opinions on the YouTube. I appreciate you guys commenting on that. But anyways, until next time, take care. We'll see you soon. Chykka moves up to 2-0 in the bracket. Polter drops down to 1-1. But that's gonna be it for me. Almost a 2-hour set. So, yeah, just gonna cut this one a little bit short, and we'll see you when we see you. Bye bye.